Monka TG is here and immediately calls us out for wearing the same T-shirt.
I don't know. Did you buy yours first, or did we buy it at the same time?
I think we clicked on it at the exact same time.
Oh, that's so
This
good.
was not planned at all. We just both had the same fashion sense.
Where did you get yours from?
uh, it's nobody's business.
Dude, I swear it's like one of those Spider-Man like things. You're like, hey, I see you.
Exactly. Very cute, says Monka. La Park is here. Side Norna is here. La Park, shout out to you watching our YouTube videos to get back into Legacy. Awesome to hear. Is it on the bingo card? No, it is not. Let's take a quick look at the bingo card. There it is. It's up on your screen. It's also on Twitter. Go get it. Follow along. Let us know when we hit spots. Looks like the players are started for some reason.
Uh,
Didn't tell them to, but okay.
see, they're excited to play.
Yeah, that's fair. Good thing I noticed.
Well, not much happened. I don't even think it was a fetch yet. So,
Yeah,
oh, there was a fetch on Ryan's side at least.
yeah. What's up, Gothmog? I see Gothmog is in chat. I get excited when Gothmog is here.
Up, Gothmog.
You're good on sound, by the way.
Sweet, thanks.
Um, is that a Dryad Arbor? That is
I
a Dryad
think
Arbor,
so.
right?
That's the forest, the tricky one.
Yeah, the tricky one.
Yeah, don't swing into that one.
MTG Banding is here. Everybody say what's up to MTG Banding.
You know, I've swung into so many Dryad Arbors in the past. You don't even have to have the tricky Dryad Arbor for me to just swing a Delver that hasn't flipped yet.
Yeah. So normally we talk about this before the first cards have been played, but what's your prediction for this matchup? Elves versus Miracles. Who comes out on top?
Ooh. I'd say miracles and turns.
Miracles in turns? Okay.
Yes.
So it's a close one, you feel?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. I think it's going to be back and forth, and you know, Phil's got to do his terminus thing, wipe out the board, but there's a new guy in town, or I mean, I don't know, it's a dinosaur thing in town, Allosaurus, and
Yeah.
I mean that creature is going to cause some problems. That's a visionary, though, right?
That is a visionary, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's not the Allosaurus just yet, but yeah, I would imagine that Allosaurus Shepherd is going to wreak havoc on Phil's ability to counter some of the stuff and some of the early threats, even. I mean, a natural order could end this thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I see Monka in the chat touching on something that I was right about to mention. Good job, Monka. There are no creatures in Phil's deck. There are no Entreat the Angels in Phil's deck. How does this deck win?
I don't know. Counter everything to death?
Well, Gothmog points out probably a Jace Ultimate. I think that's the plan.
Yeah, there's 3 Jaces in there, so it's got to be the plan.
Yeah.
I think who did that recently? It was so that wasn't recently, but there's another pro. Name is failing me right now, but I think the only condition to actually win was just through Jace, and I think his name was Andrew or something. But that always baffled me. I'm like, I need something else. Like, give me a mentor or something. I mean, even like angels in the air to swing in a couple turns. But you know, it's a testament to some of the miracles players being able to just really have the patience to get out there and battle until all you have to do is just counter the essential spells and then just finish them off with the Jace. I mean, that would bore me to death, but that's just play.
Same. Also, the Miracles decks for almost like for a brief moment, we're using Teferi Hero of Dominaria as a win condition, being able
All
to
right.
ultimate that and then shuffle it back into your deck and basically draw your whole deck forever. You know what I mean? Draw your whole
Yeah,
deck
I can
until
do
your
it.
opponent mills himself out.
I mean, this deck just makes me want to cry mercy. So
Well, here's counterbalance. That's gonna be pretty good.
yeah, I think recently when I was playing against Phil, counterbalance was still a threat. I mean, even if it's hits like one out of every two or three, it's pretty painful when you can't get that one drop in, and you're like, all right, well, here's my test one drop, and the lightning bolt is just wasted away because there's a ponder on top.
Yep. Just updating life totals here. Phil's at
Yeah.
15.
But if Phil just brainstormed with behind that counterbalance, then that means there's got to be a one drop on top.
Yeah, I know I would.
Yep.
Yep. There it is.
There it is.
Elves. Obviously, not all the creatures in the deck are one drops, but you could pretty easily lock this deck with Chalice on one, counterbalance with a one on top. It does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think what we just saw there with Ryan, he was just testing the waters, seeing if that Hermit Druid was going to stick, and then safely get the actual value through the Visionary.
Yeah. And you could still resolve natural order through counterbalance. Can't stop that.
Yep.
Natural order, a big part of this deck. It's basically the combo of Legacy Elves. Modern Elves is a little bit different, Pioneer, etc. But Legacy Elves, you know, I don't know what the percent is, but a lot of the time they're winning just by natural order into Craterhoof or Progenitus.
Exactly. There's what's that other flying? It's like maybe a
Oh,
white
Archon or
green.
Valor Reach.
Yeah, that one is kind of a pain in the butt to take care of as well because it just doesn't die that easily.
Yeah.
And I would agree with Side Norna here. Glimpse is probably the key spell there. So if it's a 2-drop on top of Phil's library, I mean he's going to be suffering if a Glimpse actually resolves.
Yep. Yeah, Allosaurus Shepherd, Gothmog correctly points out that's the new-ish for elves, their new way of ending the game,
Yep.
making everything into a dinosaur. This is true.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I think the closest thing to that would be maybe Karn turning everything, or was it no, Tezzeret, right? Tezzeret turns everything into a 5/5.
Does it?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, the oldest Tezzeret, I think.
Yeah, the oldest Tezzeret, like the ultimate, turns all like artifacts into 5/5s until end of turn.
Something like that. It has like some March in the Machines thing going on.
hmm Pretty effective in Vintage.
I forgot about Tezzeret. I forgot about that character. I forgot all about him.
You only get Oko and Teferi these days. Jace
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's true. Tezzerator. Where's all the Tezzerator players? We gotta get Tezzerator on stream one night.
Oh man, I think they found other things to do with
Yeah.
that sort of the meek thing.
Yeah. I think they found other things to do just in general. Just just doing other stuff with their life right now. For better or for worse.
Their Tezzeret got turned into an elk,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Exactly. All right, looks like an Astrolabe hit the board. Astrolab, whatever. Hit the board.
Give me 1 second, we're back.
Yep.
Let me know if that's better.
Cool. So far so good.
Alrighty.
Um
So where are we at?
wait. I think it's still Phil's turn. The Astrolabe
Phil's
resolved
turn?
and he's thinking now. Whenever something doesn't happen for like a few seconds, I think everything froze. I think like my computer froze and I panic and I start moving the mouse.
Yeah, I like Phil's build here. It's actually it has a lot of value, and it reminds me of some of the things that he's been trying out over the last few months, and including that Archmage's Charm. You don't really see that in too many decks, and I know that like he's experimented with it a bit. Even like bringing back some of the old tech unexpectedly absent. I mean, when I was testing out Miracles for a year, that card was such a house. I mean, it reminded me so much of what Submerge was able to do, and it's essentially that white Submerge that you need to be able to get rid of some of these either the creatures or maybe like a problematic Oko. So pretty smart.
Yeah, it's been like a card that Phil has thrown into decks for a long time now, and playing against him as frequently as I have, the amount of times like I'm just not thinking of that card, and I'll I don't know. I'll go to fetch with my best creature in play, and he'll respond by unexpectedly absent my creature, and I'm just like, damn, you got me again. It just shuffled my best creature or permanent into my library.
Terrible
Card's
joke,
good.
but it was unexpectedly absent in your mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
terrible, terrible.
I'm thinking of the right card, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Okay.
Yeah, just like flips it right onto the top of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For a second,
library.
I
I mean,
thought
it could
maybe.
it could take care of the 2020 tokens too. So I mean, that is such a big help when it comes to dealing with that. I mean, he has already what four swords of plowshare, so
Yep.
should be pretty safe against that 2020.
Yep. Elves trying to fight through it though. Allosaurus Shepherd's going to be good.
Yeah, I think with that guy's cradle not being kept in check, 6 mana is not going to be that hard.
Yep.
Activate that.
Well, there's 5. 5 mana, that is.
Hammy Slammy, I am not a dad, but I have plenty of dad jokes. Given the age.
Alan Hash Browns, thanks for the follow. Thanks for watching. All right, going down to 1 mana now. Is that a Zenith for... Oh, just for 1. Okay.
Just for 1 to maybe combo out more? Was that for a Heritage Shroud?
Yeah, it's for Heritage Druid.
Okay. Well, he's got a full grip, so I'm assuming that he's probably going to try to do something crazy here. Maybe steal out the game.
I spoke to Ryan on... Was it Monday? Yeah, we streamed on Monday. He's testing Elves all week for Eternal Weekend this weekend. So this is as tuned as it can possibly be for an Elves player. Elves list. If anybody's looking to play some Elves, take a look at Ryan's list. Let me know what you think in the chat. Ooh, we got a created bingo space by Monka. Okay, we're going to write this down. Put it on the next bingo card. Thank you, Monka.
So that reminds me of Rick.
Oh, it does, actually. That's true.
Keyword abilities. So we get to choose 2 of those, right?
Yeah. I think Rick has Vigilance, Lifelink, and I forgot what the other one was, actually. First Strike, maybe?
Yeah. And everybody else gets Rick's abilities because
Yeah.
they're just so awesome. All right. So did Ryan have a glimpse anytime, or he's just doing some crazy elf things over there?
Is there a glimpse? If there was, I didn't see it happen. Oh, there is one glimpse. Okay, thanks, Gotham.
One glimpse, okay. And then he fetched, so he's covering it up.
Yep.
First time that I ever encountered elves, I think I was on like the blue-red version of Treasure Cruise, Delver.
Okay.
And I could not keep up with the elves player. I swear, like it was just, elf trigger, and then tap the trigger, and just like blow your mind type of triggers. So
Yeah.
I somehow squeezed it out, but I think it was like because I had some pyroclasm or something in the board. Way too many things to remember. And now you have to remember that you can't even counter the things because of Allosaurus Shepherd.
Yeah. I mean, Allosaurus Shepherd was a big improvement to Elves.
Yeah, it's giving him a built-in win con. That's great.
Yep. Fambo MTG, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Phil brainstormed a response to the glimpse. Okay. There's a lot of elves in play right now.
Mm-hmm. A well-timed Terminus would be great. Too bad there's no top.
Yeah. Not enough mana.
Nah.
8 mana in the pool now. Nettle Sentinel. He's just going off. This game is probably over, right?
I think it's over because there's got to be some kind of...
Well, here's Green Sun.
Green Sun for 2 or 3, maybe more. Oh,
yep. That's game. All right, game one
Probably
goes
for
to
both.
Elves. Yeah, this is not a deck that I've played around with at all. The last time I played an Elves deck was in Onslaught Standard. That's the
That
last time I played one.
was a long time ago. Is
Yeah.
that like 2004, 2005-ish?
Yeah, I was in high school, and it was like a budget standard deck that was actually competitive at the time because it crushed Blue Green Madness, so that's what I was playing.
My favorite deck. How dare you crush it?
It was like built to beat Madness. It
Ah,
was
okay,
great against Madness.
that's fair. I never played Madness in Standard, so I only played it after it had rotated out. But
Gotcha.
uh, what was the deck composed of?
It had Seeker of Skybreak, Timberwatch Elf, Well-Wisher, Wirewood Symbiote was in the deck. Okay, so I guess Scourge was out.
Okay.
Um, let's see. What other elves were there? There was another untappy elf that I'm not remembering right now. Um, Birchlow Rangers was in the
Mhm.
deck. Um, yeah, that might be it. At least from my memory. There's probably other stuff, obviously, but
But no natural order.
oh, there was other. No natural order. No, it was standard,
Yeah.
so there was no. But
Nothing broken.
there was also that elf that says whenever you play a beast or something, draw a card or something weird like that. And there was some combo with that. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. There's some weird card that did something with beasts.
That sounds pretty good. Call of the Claw.
That was also in the deck. Yeah, that was in the sideboard or something to help me against Mirari's Wake, which was my bad matchup.
Mm.
Yeah, the good old days or bad old
When
days,
Magic
whatever.
was simpler.
When I had no idea what I was doing.
Just throw all the elves that you own inside of a deck. Call it
I
standard.
I have a memory actually of this was here in New York City, and I used to go play at Neutral Ground in Manhattan, and I picked a Saturday to go play in a standard tournament with my Elves deck. I thought I was going to do so well because everybody was playing Blue Green Madness, and my deck beat Blue Green Madness. I
Nice.
was barely a good, like a competent player. Like I had no idea what I was doing. But showed up for this weekend event, signed up, paid my entry. Round one, I get paired against Brian David Marshall, and he murders me with seismic assault.
Ouch.
Like just destroys me. I had no chance. Stone Rain all my lands. Um, and I think I dropped.
You were so discouraged after round one.
I was like, I suck at this game.
Oh, well, he was also there to beat Blue Green Madness, but in a different way.
Yes, exactly.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, a face down creature. Wirewood Savage. Thank you, chat. That's the card I was thinking of. I totally missed that message. My bad. All right, Green Sun is getting responded to with a brainstorm here. It is kind of neat that you could play a morph, get around counterbalance.
yeah, I've been tempted to kill that morph before, and usually it's like this running joke. I think that there's only one morph in Elves, so you really shouldn't kill that morph. It's just kind of just for fun.
They gotta make a like another complementary, uh, for the Legacy Elves deck morph card that you can like actually trick people with the morph.
That would be great. I mean, like,
Yeah, it'd be great.
if it flips over, add 2 green mana or something to your mana pool
Yeah, just
for a
some
combo
ridiculous
off.
card.
Yeah,
Just
we have
some
to
card that
sacrifice.
everybody will
Make sure you have to
think you
sacrifice.
have, and then you kill it, and it's just a birch lore.
Yeah, Burstler's quite good. I've seen it like usually help the Elves player generate the black mana that they need. Um,
Yep.
but I still don't understand why it's so good. Besides turning into a 2/2.
It's just another way to make mana.
Yeah, make more
And
mana.
as we're seeing in this exact situation, the flexibility to make a morph is pretty good. Can't get blown up by this engineered explosives, and got around counterbalance, so you could get some attacks in. And if ever you need its ability, you can just flip it. Yes, that is Roland. Everybody say hi to Roland. He's here.
Yo, yo. What's up, alien?
He's
Welcome.
here and he's wearing a nice shirt.
I like your shirt too.
Thank you. Appreciate
For the
it.
record, we did not plan this. I actually thought about wearing our LGS shirt tonight, or even a Batman shirt, but no, I really wanted to rep Magic, so.
These things happen. It's like this is exactly like when women go to a dinner party and another woman is wearing the same dress. That's what this is.
We were just having one of those moments. Yes. At least we're not running the same 75 all the time. That'd just be awkward.
um, I don't know. Do you think we've ever run the same 75? Probably not.
I mean, when I was trying to learn Bug, yeah.
Maybe.
I think there was a point where I actually I was fascinated by Tarmogoyf, and I was like, Chris did it, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, yeah. I put Tarmogoyf in my bug control decks just because I was tired of uh, playing against like slower decks like Phil's, and I just had no firepower. I was just like, you know what? We're bringing in 5 power creatures. That's I'm
Yeah.
tired of this. Just start cracking in for some damage. I can't do the attack with my Baleful Strix 19 times game plan. I'm
It
too impatient.
it takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, so that's why I had Tarmogoyfs in my bug control decks. Chris is wearing it better, says Dave Kaplan. Oof, that's shots fired, Roland.
I wear it better than Dave Kaplan.
Dave
Shots
Kaplan
fired
is
back at
also wearing this shirt right now.
him. We just don't have him on camera yet.
Yeah. Everybody on the stream tonight is wearing the same shirt. That'd be funny.
So we have a lot of action going on here.
All right, here's natural order.
It's like Phil hasn't cracked that engineered explosives anytime, and I guess it wasn't worth it, right?
Yeah, until this exact moment, it didn't look like there was any point.
Yeah, you've got a two caster out there.
So
And you also
Crater
have
Hoof is in play.
morph. Does the morph count you can't see CMC, right? Or is it CMC 0?
It's 0, yeah. Morph's a
Okay.
0.
So it dodges the whole EE thing.
Yep, exactly.
It's only going to be able to take out one of those. Interesting.
All right, so he bounced. Brainstorm with the attack. Terminus. Wow.
That's a big moment right there.
That's
All
just rough, right?
right. That is rough.
Jam some emotes if that was rough. Yes, face down creature. Thank you, Rockman.
I guess the previous brainstorm before that was setting that up because
Yeah, yeah,
Phil
for
had
sure.
the timing.
Well, that's how these matches go, right? Ideally, for miracles, they're gonna wait for you to do exactly that, and then brainstorm terminus you, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the plan. So it's gonna look like they're about to get ran over by beasts and elves, and then they get you.
Yep. It's good to just kind of holster maybe half of your army, or maybe like a quarter of it left over, so that you can finish off later. But it is really tough to time against like a really skilled miracles player like this.
Yep.
So that visionary is gonna get some value here, at least.
Enigma Machine pointing out, did we actually resolve the brainstorm outside of flipping the terminus? I missed that because I'm looking at multiple things. Did you happen to see, Roland?
Did the brainstorm resolve? Huh. I did not see it.
Should we leave it alone?
I would assume that because he drew it, like he would resolve the rest of the brainstorm, right?
I think we're just way past that now.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's Phil's about 10 turns further now.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see in the replay, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Good eye on that Enigma Machine if you're right.
All right. This is where Jace is suddenly potentially going to take over the game because Ryan's down to one card in hand.
Um, yeah, right. It looks like Ryan now has 2 cards in hand. Yep.
2 cards in hand. He's gonna probably start swinging at Jace. I mean, it's Ryan's not dead here.
No,
He's still
he's
got
not
some
dead.
legs. I think that get some like Allosaurus going. He could have 5/5 dinosaurs coming across, and Jace would be a non-issue.
So it looks like he left in the Scavenging Ooze, and the reasoning for that, and I realized this way after I said it, Mystic Sanctuary. You do want to stop that lock.
Oh right, yeah, and that's something that with Archmage's Charm and what we've seen in some of his previous games, like Phil really knows how to just keep that infinite or semi-infinite lock going.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes a lot of mana, a lot of turns, but he can get there.
Oh, thanks, Enigma Machine. Enigma Machine is on point. Check the instant replay.
Good stuff.
I didn't even know you could do that. How does someone watch an instant replay? Another terminus. Oh, I guess you could clip it. I guess you could clip it and then go back and check.
Yeah, that makes sense. Make a clip.
Yeah. Didn't think of that. All right, so another terminus resolving here, and a couple of cards getting uh, exiled in response by the ooze, but not really anything relevant happening there.
Mm-mm. See if that's countered. Yep. There we got that ponder on top. I feel like that last card in Ryan's hand's got to be like a land or something, or maybe a glimpse. Oof. And now we have the Plague Engineer scoop.
All right, Plague Engineer Scoop. Oh, that's good to know, Enigma Machine. Thanks for the tip. And I just never really thought about checking the replays before.
That's fair.
All right, Once Upon a Time. That's a good start.
I still haven't cast one of these. Is it fun?
It's a cool card, yeah. I like Once Upon a Time.
All right. You got the Allosaurus Shepherd in the hand now.
Yep, that's gonna be a key one. It looks like it's gonna be the first play. Oh no, Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, now we'll see what Phil's working with. Ooh, that's not a great hand.
It's got to be swords, right?
Actually, that's not the worst hand. That's not the worst. Probably gonna be swords, yeah.
I mean, he's got to have a brainstorm to be able to shuffle that or put that terminus on top again.
Yep. Ooh, that's a good draw.
Nice ponder.
Yeah, that ponder was a good draw. You see Phil's trying to play fast. His deck needs time.
Yep.
Ryan's deck does not. So Ryan's a little bit favored in that. And as we know, we learned this on Monday, a draw is not a draw on 90s MTG. It's a little bit more um, interesting than that. There are no draws.
We'll make sure there is a result.
Yep. Port it.
This is good. Phil is really getting some, cantrip action here and cleaning up his library a bit. So, good news for him.
Yep.
But that Allosaurus Shepherd is there.
I'm just going to let the players know how much time is left.
Sure.
Just so you guys know, there's 8 minutes left in the round. All right. All right. I guess they heard me. Fetch. Ryan at 17. So, this long game that Phil tries to play with this deck, where he's, you know, Jace ultimate to win the game,
Mm-hmm.
is that doable in 7.5 minutes?
Nope. Ryan's got to have F6 on like for the next 10 turns to make sure that actually happens. But it's possible that I feel like a lot of the Miracles wins that I did get was people start to feel that overwhelming inevitability, and
Yeah.
suddenly, all right, well, I guess I'll scoop because it's the gentlemanly thing to do. But it's also possible that Ryan's going to try to get through with his elves. I mean, we saw him almost get through all the way last game.
Yep, that was close.
Yeah.
Swinging for 3 here. Okay, now Terminus is on top. Let's see if he
Oh
flips
boy.
it. Yep,
Yep.
Terminus.
So it sets him back a little bit, and clearly did not side out that Pendlehaven.
Yeah. At least not. Was there more than one Pendlehaven?
No, just one.
Okay.
It produces green. It's very important.
That is important. That is important. Pendlehaven's one of my favorite old cards that is relevant in newer formats. You know, it's just like such a simple design, but it's fun. It's not too good. I don't think there's anybody out there that hates Pendlehaven. You know, it's just a fun card. I like Pendlehaven from a
It's
different
not.
time.
Yep. It's not as offensive as Tabernacle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty good draw, or at least a response from Ryan with that abrupt decay.
Yep. All right, Cradle,
Ooh.
Choke. That's a good one.
Does that resolve?
It looks like it's being thought about here, at least. Archmage's Charm counters it. Okay. Are there Veils, by the way, in Ryan's deck? Do you remember?
I don't think I saw any. No, he doesn't have any.
Okay. So maybe Veil is well, now that I think about it, I can't remember the last time somebody cast a Veil on stream. It's been a
It's been a
while.
while. I think it's actually fallen out a little out of favor, and I mean, I spent I think an hour last night kind of looking at depth decks, and Veil has fallen out of favor over there as well.
Interesting.
It's just not the best. It's not the best use of that mana, and even Flusterstorm, for instance. I mean, it's just some of these combo decks don't really need that extra. All they need is something to that is just more threats as opposed to being more reactive.
Yep. Counterbalance is online. So is Dryad Arbor. Dryad Arbor is going to get an attack in here.
Mm-hmm.
Puts Phil at 11. I'm a little behind on life totals. Sorry, everybody. Passing the turn.
Oh.
Terminus. For the
Terminus.
one Dryad Arbor. I mean, that's control, right?
Yeah. Seems a little egregious, but I guess that was...
Plague Engineer.
Yeah, without that
Yikes.
Terminus... well, I don't know. I probably would have held on to the Terminus unless he's Hellbent. Nope, he is one. Okay.
Well, a fetch gets another Dryad Arbor in the meantime. That Dryad Arbor will still be able to attack.
So Phil wins in 8 turns?
Yeah.
All right.
Basically. Well, I guess you could get the Dryad Arbor on blocking mode. Blocks pretty good here. Given that it kills Plague Engineer with Pendlehaven.
Yep.
Alright, he attacks. I don't think we're going to see a block.
Why would... Oh, the Pendlehaven. Oh my gosh, it's actually relevant here.
Yep, very relevant. Actually makes this game still look like Ryan has a chance. As things are right now, right? If the players didn't draw any more cards, Ryan would win this race.
One of the scariest things that that I always hated seeing when playing against Miracles was that Snapcaster Mage really bringing back all the spells. Maybe that's been removed here or replaced by that Mystic Sanctuary. Yep, speak of the devil.
Yeah, we also haven't seen. I didn't mean to cut you off, but we also haven't seen Snapcasters.
Yes, I don't think there's any Snapcasters in Phil's list here.
Nope.
Which is strange because I mean that seems to be one of the easiest ways to get all of his swords back or get all like the extra value that you would normally see. But Cling the Dust is also able to help him draw a little bit more.
MTG Banding just redeemed some channel points to add 1 minute to the clock, so I added 1 minute to the clock. Thank you,
wait,
MTG Banding. Yep.
Oh, that was super nice of him.
3 minutes left.
So where's that option? if I can add some more to the clock. Add like an hour.
There is a limit on the amount you can add. We don't want to be here all night, but down in the spell counter below chat. Oh, MTG Banning added another minute to the clock.
Nice.
So I added another minute. Strifo says, I'm trying to bring Snapcaster back. I think it was bad for a while, but is good again. Strifo, are you still doing the Urion build of your signature deck, or have you moved back to 60 cards? I'm curious as far as Snapcaster, including Snapcaster goes. That attack puts Phil at 5, playing around with the clock. I lost track of life totals. 5 and 12. Okay. Another Mystic Sanctuary. Anyone here play Kithkin Legacy? What?
What?
I don't even know where to start with that.
Is that a format or is that a deck?
Your guess is as good as mine, but it sounds fun. Strifo says, I'm still playing with the Urion build. I was able to make combo matchups good enough, and 80 cards has been an advantage everywhere else. Yeah. I like Urion. Seeing the Strifo decks by Strifo in the weekly dumps on Wizards website. I like the deck a lot.
Interesting here. Ryan just abrupt decayed that counterbalance. Doesn't really care about that Plague Engineer.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah. I was just having
He
trouble.
has like lots of creatures in his hand or something. Archmage's Charm.
So the charm was put up back on top, right?
Actually, I don't know all the modes. I gotta look this up. Archmage's Charm.
It's counter target spell, draw 2 cards, and then gain control of a 1 or less permanent.
One of those.
So I think he's countering. Oh, he gained control of Nettle Sentinel. Okay, I see what's going on.
Ah, okay, gotcha. That's why it's flipped over. Okay.
A little bit confusing.
Yep.
With the players on mute to see what happened there. 1 minute left in the round. Phil at 3, apparently.
This could be a close one.
Ryan at 10. Well, so it's looking like your prediction was really, really on point because you said this was going to go to time and it was going to be close.
It's going to go to turns. We got to go to turns, right?
Yeah.
5 turns.
All right. Monka said add 1 minute to the clock, so we're going to add that minute now.
All right.
Thank you, Monka TG.
He's going to kill him in turn 1.
Yep.
Wait, turn 0 still counts too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That always confused me. It's like turn 0, just active player. But then like turn 1 is also like the second turn.
Yep. Chat liking this matchup.
Yeah, this one is back and forth. I mean, we didn't really see too much of this, abrupt decay sword stuff going on, or even like terminus action in game 2. But it's been in full force here in game 3, which is really cool.
Yeah, game 3 is the closest game that could go either way. Games 1 and 2 were kind of like, game 1, Ryan just went off and exploded, and Elves were everywhere, and he won. Then it looked like that happened in round 2, but he had the brainstorm with Terminus on top to just negate the whole thing. And here we're seeing that back and forth that I think everybody bought tickets for.
So I guess the downside of having a Nettle Sentinel is that you can't ever untap it unless you cast a green spell.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
That is a little sad.
And with Phil at 1 life,
I think this Dryad Arbor's swinging for lethal right now.
I think so too.
Oof. Got him. Is that game? He just threw his hand out.
Yeah, looks
All
like
right.
it.
Let's tune
Oh,
into
so
the players.
close, so close.